Hi, Linda Sessions here, and welcome to the end of week 2, the start of week 3 in computer applications. My camera is not working correctly right now, so I don't have it turned on, but here in Canvas, here's week 2, everything. On the 5th, you should have the discussion board completed, and then on the 6th, you should have this Excel Module 1 project completed. Those are what is due in this class this week. The SAM in the Module Project 2, as well as the time management spreadsheet, are technically due next week. Go ahead and get them finished, though, because there's going to be other assignments due during Module 3 as well. So go ahead and get those finished if you can. Remember to go into the e-text and read that information. If you need more information on week 2, here is the overview video for week 2. I'm going to scroll down here to Module 3. You can see here in Module 3, I want to know, what do you thought of Excel? So there's that discussion board. There's some videos for week 3. Here is a reading for week 3. Now this week reading is something that I put together, information I received and found on a website from GCF Global, and that is a website that's created by Goodwill Community Foundation, and went and found some information on using the fill handle, AutoSum, a little bit more information about maybe why you might not want to merge a cell, but showing you a different way to merge cells. Transposing data, chart title, changing the chart type, moving the chart. All of this information is stuff that you're going to be using and doing in week 3. So please, and here's the link to the GCF Global website. Read through this information. It will help you complete the assignments. Moving on in Module 3, you have got 3 assignments that are due. There's an M&M chart, an Excel budgeting chart, and the Prime Cuts nutrition chart. Sorry, I'm going to do a real quick overview of all 3 of these. On the M&M chart, you do not have to go out and buy M&Ms unless you want to. We'll make the assignment more interesting, and if you have kids, do it all together. What you're going to be doing is comparing 3 different types of M&Ms or any other types of candies that you want. I use M&Ms in the example, hence the name M&M comparison. But feel free to use any other kinds. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be sorting and counting the colors of the M&Ms, and then you're going to use that data to create a spreadsheet and a chart. So here in the assignment, you have a YouTube help video. Now in this video, I only cover creating the table and creating the bar chart. Creating a pie chart is also required for this assignment, so do not forget to also add the pie chart. So you're going to have to do some thinking and do some out-of-the-box thinking of how do I add this pie chart, and I explain that in the pie chart instructions, but make sure that you don't just follow the video, but make sure you read all the assignments as well. And I tell you right here, make sure you follow the written instructions. So here's the instructions on creating and formatting a table. I take you step by step what you need to do to create your table. Then here, how do you insert a column chart? And I tell you how to format the column chart. Inserting a pie chart, what you need to do. How to format the page and submit it. And then here's a sample. Oh, I need to add that in there, and I will get that done right now. And there's the chart. This is what your final chart might look like. Now, you might use a different style, different formatting, just instead of the one with the black background. I just kind of like that dark background. But you will have your plain and your peanut, and here's your peanut butter, or your other three types. And then here are your colors. Make sure that the colors of your bars match the colors of the M&Ms they represent. I've had students that miss that step when they're formatting that column chart. And then your count and packages. You're only going to be selecting the name and then the totals, those two areas, when you select that pie chart. So that is your M&M chart. So let's go back here, Module 3, the Excel budgeting assignment. For this assignment, I want you to think like you are just graduating from college and you're moving into your own apartment or your own house, and you have a budget of $5,000 to buy furniture for your house. And I want you to think about how you're going to spend that money and buy items for your house. Here is a YouTube video where I talk about this assignment, and then here are the instructions. So you're going to have your budget row. You're going to have a title, and you're going to budget starting with $5,000. You're going to have categories. I want you to have categories like apartment furniture, appliances, clothing, miscellaneous. You're going to need to have more than one or two categories. You need to have at least 4 categories. You're going to need to put at least 4 pictures with your items once we get them. So once you get your columns and your categories, this is just putting the headings and the row headings and the column headings in. Then you're going to go online shopping. You're going to purchase at least 10 items that fit into those categories. Then you're going to take that information and you're going to record it on your spreadsheet. You're going to put the name of your item, how much it cost, making sure you format that as currency so we know that that's dollars. And then you're going to put the website with the active URL. I want you to enter the URL link. But remember, I don't want the entire URL. Now, the URL is this thing that's clear up here, right? All of that. I would only want WSU Tech if I was going to put a link in for WSU Tech. If you're shopping on Amazon, I just want it to say maybe Amazon.com. Walmart, just Walmart. That's all I want to see on that spreadsheet, but I want it to be a link to that web page wherever you found the item at. So I don't want the entire URL, just the name of the store in Excel. And again, 4 pictures, I want them resized to fit within that row, and you need to make sure you stay within that budget. So you're going to use formulas to add up your categories. Right, here's the formatting. Formulas, you're going to use formulas to total your categories, your overall total, and your remaining budget. You'll get points in the marked off if you don't use formulas for that. And then you're going to create a graph. And in the graph, I only want the category names and the category totals. Now right here, use the control key to select the different categories and the different totals. Now you don't want the overall total in here. You just want the category total, so you're going to hit the, like if it's the category total name, and then hold down the control key and then select that total for that category. Then go down to the next category name, then and click there and then select that total and the next category name, select that, and then the next that total until you get all the category and the total selected. And then you're going to add the pie chart. So when you get it finished, it's going to look something like this. See, I've got my budget here. I've got my item cost, item name, website by pictures. I've got 4 pictures in here. I've got different colors for my different categories. I've got my websites on some of them. For whatever reason, I didn't put websites for my clothes, so I would actually get marked off if I was turning this in because I didn't include those websites. So make sure you get all of your websites turned in. Again, if you need help, read through the information in the reading in that Excel tips, but there's also this YouTube help video for you. Now, the last assignment for week 3 is the Prime Cuts Nutrition Chart. And this one, you're going to create an Excel spreadsheet to analyze the nutrition information from a steakhouse. And here is a YouTube video where I go over this, so watch this web video, it will help you. You're going to create the data table for this. I tell you how to set up the data table, and then right here is the data that I want you to enter in to that spreadsheet. So I give you all the information that you need right here. Here's the formulas that you're going to use to add to your spreadsheet. Right here is how I want you to format it. Then you're going to create a bar chart. Give you all the written instructions on creating the bar chart. And then finally, here is what your final spreadsheet is going to look like. All right? So make sure that you follow the instructions that are given to you, as well as this YouTube help video. Information from that Excel tips is going to be great guidance to completing this assignment. And make sure you get it, watch your spelling, make sure you get it turned in on time. This row, column D and column E should all be entered in with formulas. So, by April 5th, you should have the discussion board and the discussion board submitted. By the 6th, the Excel Module 1. And then on the 12th, you've got Excel Module 2, the time management spreadsheet, and the discussion board 3. And then on the 13th, you've got the M&M chart, Excel budgeting, and the prime cuts. You can turn stuff in early if you want to, just don't turn it in late. Send me an email if you have any questions. Just click on the inbox right over here. Please email me through the class in Canvas. I have more than one class, and if you email me through the class here in Canvas, then it lets me know right away which class you're emailing me from. So I'm here for you. Do a Zoom meeting, hopefully get my camera fixed this afternoon, and if we need that, but I'm here for you to help you be successful. Reach out, and good luck with Excel. Bye.